So in this video, we are going to learn the sixth problem of Runge Kutta method. So here we have to use the Runge Kutta method. Kutta method of fourth order. Solve the particular equation given here at x equal to 1.1, given that y is equal to 3 at x equal to 1 initially. So initial value is provided over here, and they've asked you to find out the y value at x equal to 1.1. Okay, and the function is also provided here. First, you have to understand what is given in the question. Okay, so we'll write first the given things. Say function of x comma y. It is basically denotes dy by dx. Now dy by dx they have not directly given. Like for in the sense, left hand side always it should be the dy by dx. Right hand side shift everything towards right. So y is sitting over here, shift to the right side. It will become 2x minus y. Now we can say the function of x comma y is 2x minus y. Next, x equal no y is equal to 3, x equal to 1. What's the meaning of this? That y of 1 is equal to 3. Sometimes they will give you in this format, so you have to understand that this is of the form y of x naught is equal to y naught. X naught is taken as the initial value, so x naught I can write it as 1 and y naught I can write it as 3. These are the initial values. Next, they have asked you at x equal to 1.1. I am going to take it as y1 x1 value 1.1 and corresponding y1 value I need to find. Simple logic, you can take it at x also, but I am taking it as x1. So the indirect meaning of this is y of 1.1 they are asking. This can be also written as y of x1 is equal to y1. So at x1 value, what is y1 value? Okay, you can compare it with this thing. This is same as this. Only change is that if x0 is there, it should be y0. If x1 is there, corresponding y1. That's it. We need to find one more thing. It is quite important, x value. So first we need to understand how we are getting it. We started with the x0 value, which is the initial stage, which is given as here 1. Next, we are going for the x1 value, and x1 value we know it is given by what? 1.1. That's what they have asked. Okay. Now the difference between these two will be, for example, x0 is basically the ground floor assume. X1 is the first floor. In order to go from ground floor to first floor, there is a step size. That step size is basically h. That is given by the difference between these two x values. So h is given by x1 minus x0. That is equal to 1.1 minus 1, and that is 0.1. Okay, so you have to understand here step size is basically 0.1. That means from ground floor to first floor I have to take 1 plus 0.1 in order to reach the first floor. Simple as that. So here we have got the all the k values. So we need to understand here we have to find out k1, k2, k3, k4, all the values. Okay, so let us start with k1 value. So k1 is given by h value is 0.1, we just found out, into function of x0 comma y0. Now what is x0 comma y0? We know here x0 value and y0 value, so 1 comma 3. In the function I am going to put the values. So f of x comma y is 2x minus y, so 1 comma 3 means in place of x1 y 3, so 2 into 1 minus 3. So what will be the answer of this? So the k1 value you will be getting it as minus 0.1. Okay. Next, we'll go for k2 value. So k2 value is equal to the formula h again 0.1 into function of x0 plus h by 2. What is x0? 1. What is h? 0.1 by 2, comma y0 value again 1. Y0 value is 3 plus what is k1 value? The previous value minus 0.1 by 2. Okay, so simplified form first we'll write. So a k2 value is equal to 0.1 into function of, this will become 1.05 comma, and this will become 2.95. Okay, Now I have to substitute in the function. So 0.1 into function, we have to substitute, it will be 2 into 1.05 minus 2.95. So what is the value you are getting? You are getting the K2 value as minus 0.85. Value you are getting it as minus 0.085. Okay. Let us now go for K3. So K3 becomes, now again the same formula, only change is that K2 has come instead of K1. So 0.1 into function of, now this will remain same, right? This part and this part is same. So it will be 1.05 directly again, comma. Now y0 is 3, K2 value. K2 value is minus 0.085, the previous value, divided by 2. Okay. So what is the simplified version? 0.1 into function of 1.05, comma 2.9575. Okay. Now I have to substitute in the function. So K3 value becomes 0.1 into K3 becomes 0.1 into function of, sorry, so in the function we are substituting it. So it will be 2 into 1.05 minus 2.9575. So you will be getting the K3 value as minus 0.08575. Okay. Now K4, the last value, it is equal to, now the formula has changed, 0.1 into function of x naught plus h. So it will be 1 plus h value is 0.1, comma y naught value we know it is 3, 3 plus K3. So plus K3 value is the previous value 0.08575. So we are getting 0.1 into function of 1.1, comma 2.91425. So the K4 value after the substitution in the function, it becomes 2 into 1.1 minus 2.91425, that is equal to minus 0.071425. After this, I have to go for the formula. What is the formula we have studied for the fourth order Runge Kutta method? It's y of x naught plus h equal to y naught plus 1 by 6 into k1 plus 2k2 plus 2k3 plus k4. Okay, all the values I have to substitute. What is the meaning of x naught plus h? As we have discussed that x naught value is the initial value, we have got it as 1, and x1 value we reached, how we reached, we have to take the step of h is basically 0.1, so I'll reach at 1.1. That means if I add x0 and h, I'll be getting x1 value. So it basically denotes what? X1, y of x1. Now what is y of x1? What is asked in the question? So that is basically y of 1.1. Okay. So what is the answer? Just substitute all the values. Y0 value is 3. So we have got this value after the substitution. So this basically denotes what? That when x1 value is 1.1, the corresponding y1 value is equal to this particular value 2.9145125. Okay, so this is what we have to understand.